AFC Divisional playoff game this weekend. Titans, Bengals at Nissan Stadium, close to kicking off. Titans head coach Mike Vrabel with keys to a Tennessee victory.
I mean, special teams, Mike, we have to focus on field position, catching long punts and getting vertical, catching the short ones, making sure they don't bounce on the 15 and roll to the 1 yard line that, leads to disastrous situations. But also in that field position battle is penalties and playing with technique and knowing when you're in a bad situation and not hitting the guy in the back. So the field position that we create on special teams is going to be critical. Also, I want to see us cover kickoffs. I want us to send a message when we cover kickoffs. We've done that sometimes this year, and we're going to need it here today. Offensively, I really think it comes down to taking care of the football and the guy that has it. We have to give clean pockets. We got to get their hands down. We have to make sure that we finish around piles. And if an emergency would break out, we're there to protect it. And the guy who has it's got to take care of it and not turn it over, whether that be the quarterback or anybody that's running with it. Defensively, it's about affecting the quarterback, and we're going to have to assault the middle of the pocket and find ways to get him antsy, and we're going to have to hit receivers, and we're going to have to disguise, because that's where it comes down to. Obviously, red zone is going to be critical. All these things that we talk about throughout the year. And it'd be great to be able to get some turnovers, knock a ball out, intercept it, tip it up. But I'm looking for a physical game from the Tennessee Titans.
Let's get a win today, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
There's head coach Mike Vrabel and his keys to a Titans playoff victory over the Bengals this afternoon as you listen to Titans Countdown presented by Farm Bureau Health Plans.
6 consecutive winning seasons, despite losing multiple starters throughout the 2021 season, including the King, Derrick Henry. But the Titans are back in the NFL playoffs, and they are tough.
Allen tried to sneak. He got nothing. They got it. They did it.
Gritty.
Tannehill, he's buried. He gets away. He rolls to his right. He throws downfield. Westbrook and Keene all alone.
Physical.
Sack! Kevin Byard.
And resilient.
For the 6th time in the last 2 years, trail at halftime, and yet come back to win.
They've made it to the postseason again. Time for coverage of your Tennessee Titans in the NFL playoffs with Rhett Bryan, Amy Wells, the head coach of Titans Radio, Dave McGinnis, and the voice of the Titans,
Touchdown, Titans!
Mike Keith. Let the battle begin.
4 games to determine the Final Four, and this is the first of those 4 games. The Tennessee Titans host the Cincinnati Bengals to determine the first spot in the AFC Championship game, which will take place next Sunday at 2:05 Central. The King is back. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase are here. The Bengals are the national darlings. The Titans' worthiness of a number 1 seed has been roundly questioned by pundits in all corners.
Cincinnati from the jump. We know Cincinnati's got an explosive offense. We've got a very physical, intimidating defense. We've got to stay true to who we are. The Titans need to stay Tennessee tough today.
The referee for this game is Cleet Blakeman, umpire Tony Mekalek, down judge Kent Payne, line judge Mark Perlman, field judge Anthony Jeffries, side judge Don Willard, back judge Greg Yeti. This is an all-star crew. None of these officials were on Blakeman's regular season crew. Blakeman is well regarded as a referee. He's worked 4 playoff games over the last 3 years, including 2 conference championship games. Blakeman has worked 3 Titans games over the past 2 seasons. Cincinnati has won the toss and has elected to defer. So the Titans, who have not been a fast-starting offense, will get a chance with the ball first. In 17 games, the Titans just 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal. So 17 total points on 17 first drives. They need to change that.
They've got to change that, and they've got to change it quick. This is going to be a very emotional start to this football game. We saw how they reacted when the King was introduced. They're going to react even more once he's out there in the huddle.
Dontrell Hilliard has drifted deep. Evan McPherson is set to kick off for the Cincinnati Bengals, all decked out in white today with orange helmets. The Titans in all navy blue this season. 4 games in all navy. The Titans are 4-0.
We'll take 4-0, right?
We'll take 3-0 in the postseason, that's for sure.
That's 100% true.
Dontrell Hilliard, career-long kickoff return, 74 yards when he was a member of the Cleveland Browns. The Bengals have had some trouble with both kick and punt coverage this season. They are not spectacular in either area. Divisional round, ready to get started. It's the 6th all-time playoff game here at Nissan Stadium. If the Titans win, they would host the conference championship for the first time in their 62-year history. They have been in 5, all on the road. McPherson is ready. The right footer approaches. The playoffs are underway in Nashville. Hilliard, from a yard deep in the end zone, takes a knee, and the Titans will start at the 25.
With the Titans going on offense first, it's time for the starting lineups.
Up front, left to right, Taylor Lewan, Roger Saffold, Ben Jones, Nate Davis, David Quessenberry. Tight ends, Anthony Fertzer and Jeff Swaim. Receivers, A.J. Brown, Nick Westbrook, Aquino, Julio Jones. Running back, Derrick Henry. Quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. Cincinnati starting off with 5 defensive linemen in the game. 2 receivers to the right, tight end either side. Tannehill under center. Play fake to Henry. Tannehill takes a shot, and the pass is intercepted. Bates picks it off at the 41-yard line, stepping in front of Julio Jones. So Cincinnati gets a takeaway on the first play of the game. Bates read it all the way.
Bates read it all the way. That was a play-action dagger or a deep dig. He was zeroed in on it all the way.
Titans on defense coming out now as Cincinnati up front, left to right. Jonah Williams, Quentin Spain, Trey Hopkins, Hakeem Adeniji, Isaiah Prince. Tight end C.J. Usama. Receivers Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. Running back Joe Mixon, and the quarterback is Joe Burrow. From the Titans 42 after the interception. Play fake, Burrow looking to his right. In trouble, spins free. Sacked! Hit for a 3-yard loss as the Titans get him down with Autry combining with Naquan Jones. And that's $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank from Kroger. Loss of 3.
A great job by the rush. Good coverage downfield. It's got to go hand in hand today. But they ran a game in there with their 4 up front people. Completely collapsed that center guard triangle. Excellent start.
Chase and Boyd wide to the left. Burrow in the gun on 2nd and 13. Burrow takes the snap. Deep drop. Looking, throw short, complete to Mixon. Mixon to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and he's finally run out of bounds with his first down at the Titans' 24-yard line. Hooker with the tackle.
Talked about contact balance when we previewed this football team with Mixon. You saw a prime example of it right there. We're going to have to spot tackle clearly much better than that, but that's the contact balance that this back brings.
Should have been a 5-yard gain, ends up being a 21-yard gain. Burrow staying in the gun, puts Mixon on his left hip, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Burrow going to give Mixon a turn at left guard. Titans stack it up well with Landry for a short gain. The Titans on defense up front, Naquan Jones, Jeffrey Simmons, Danico Autry. Linebackers Harold Landry, Zach Cunningham, David Long, Bud Dupree. In the secondary, Jackrabbit Jenkins, Amani Hooker, Kevin Byard, Christian Fulton, Elijah Molden, Buster Screen. 2nd down and 9. Chase, who had 81 catches on the year for 1,455 yards and 13 touchdowns, wide to the left. Pressure coming. Quick throw for Mixon is incomplete. But Dupree had the pressure.
Excellent job of bogeying that pressure or disguising it. As you've heard me say before, they looked like they made it look like it was coming from his right. Then they reversed and made it come from his left. Had a wide open person in his place, Dupree. Nice job by the defense.
Chris Evans is going to come in as the third down back. He's the rookie out of Michigan. This is 3rd down and 9 at the Titans 23. 2:08 into this game. Backfield is empty. 3 receivers to the left, 2 tight to the right. Burrow in the gun. Pressure coming up the middle. Burrow is hit. Sack! Big Jeff! Also Landry! And they get it for a big loss. There is a penalty marker on the play.
Offense to 5-yard penalty. We play 3rd down.
So the play will not count because of a false start. Obviously, nobody heard the whistle.
Nobody heard the whistle. It's hard to hear anything in here right now, but that was an excellent job. Again, a 4-man rush with a game. These games are being run very sharply right now by this defensive front.
Burrow's already been hit more in this ball game than he was hit the entire time last season on November 1st.
How about we keep hitting him?
3rd and 14 at the 28. Higgins motions to the right to join Evans and Usama. Now Evans going to the left slot.
That's a man zone read. They know that the Titans are in zone.
Burrow gets rid of it quickly to Higgins, and he is hit and dropped at the 20 by Byard with help from Jenkins. Not enough for the first down. It's a good job by the defense to get off the field.
Great job by the defense in a sudden change situation. Anytime a sudden change happens in the National Football League defensively, you are charged with, especially when it goes into your territory, make them kick at a field goal. They did a great job of it then.
McPherson from 38. He hit 4 last week against the Raiders, his longest 43. Rookie out of Florida, right hash. On 4th down and 6. Snap, set, kick. Good. Cincinnati 3, Tennessee nothing. 12:03 remaining first quarter in Nashville. Hill throws an interception on the first play. The Bengals drive 6 plays, 22 yards. Evan McPherson is good from 38 yards away. 3-0 Cincinnati, 12:03 remaining in the first. Coach Mack, could have been worse.
Well, it could have been a lot worse, and you know, we saw what happened there. That was play action. The safety jumped that dagger or deep dig immediately right off the go. Now, the Titans offense on the sideline, they will see that. They're going to adjust to that. But defensively, that was an outstanding job of making a sudden change stop. That was big.
And getting pressure on Burrow throughout.
Yeah, and hitting him, getting him on the ground. They not only pressured him, got him off the spot, they hit him and put him on the ground, Mike.
Hilliard is deep. McPherson to kick off. Hit downfield. Hilliard takes the high kick a yard deep in the end zone and takes a knee. So the second offensive play coming from the Titans. As they trail 3-0, they wasted the first possession of the game with an interception on the first play, and now they need to make up for it.
Well, now they need to get into a rhythm, and of course they started out with the play action, knowing that, rightfully so. That was a 9-man front that they ran then, that everybody's going to be concentrating on number 22.
5-man front, 8 in the box for the Bengals. Tannehill, 3 receivers tight to the left, 1 to the right. Give Henry, looking for room. He finds just a little bit. Drives forward for 2 yards. At left guard, Hilton with the tackle. So now Henry's gotten his feet wet.
Got his feet wet, and he got hit, and he got tackled. So that's fine. Now let's settle down and play offensive football.
First carry in 83 days for Derrick Henry. Brown wide to the left. Bunch set of 3 receivers moves to the right. 2nd down and 8.
Got a 4-man front now.
Swain motions left. Safety Bell walks into the box. Here they come with a run blitz. running Henry to the left, right into the teeth of that blitz, and taken down by big 350-pound Reader is Henry for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, you call that 100% correctly. What they did, they bogeyed that. It looked like a light box, 4 down up front. Then they started cheating up on the snap, hit it with a run blitz.
3rd down and 9 for the Titans. They come with Blasingame as the 3rd down back. He's a fullback, but he certainly has good hands. 3 receivers to the right. Bengals showing blitz. Here they come. Tannehill looking in trouble and is taken down by Bell at the 19-yard line.
They brought 4 from the right side. They made it look like they tried to back out of it, and they brought 4 from the right side. We could not get it picked up.
Trent Taylor is drifting back to catch this punt. Veteran out of Louisiana Tech. Averages 9 yards per punt return. On 4th and 16, Kern will punt it to him. Kern's punt is away. It's poor. Coming up is Taylor. It hits. Taylor lets it go at the 40, and Crookshank will down it at the 32. Took a good roll for the Titans. So Joe Burrow leading 3-0, coming back out on offense. Exactly 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter of this divisional playoff in Nashville. Kern's punt good for 50 yards. Cincinnati leading 3-0 at their own 31 with a 1st down. Burrow in the shotgun. Looks to his left, throws, and it is incomplete. Intended for Usama. Hooker defending.
That was a spread situation. That ball was going to come out quick. We had a takeoff route over there to the Titans' right side, so we've got to watch that. What they are testing with that, because they started out in a 2-shell defense, morphed down into a middle of the field post safety. They're going to test that out and see if they can get one over the top.
Titans right now playing 5 defensive backs. Molden is the 5th. 2nd down and 10. 4 men set to rush. Bad snap. Sack! Burrow picks it up, and Landry picks him up, taking him down. $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank from Kroger, the official tailgate headquarters of the Tennessee Titans.
Mike, something that's really important that happened back then. The secondary did a nice job of disguising with their safeties. And then Harold Landry, that was an outstanding takeoff.
He ran by Prince like he was standing still.
Yeah, like he was a post out in the middle of the field.
Loss of 8. It's 3rd and 18. Burrow takes the snap. Heat coming again. He screens it to Pirine. He's decked by Big Jeff. Gain of 4. It's 4th and 14.
What a great play by an interior defensive lineman. He hit him with a soup bone so hard in the back of the head. That was beautiful.
Rodgers is deep as the veteran Kevin Huber comes on to punt. Chester Rogers on the year averaging 9.8 per return, his long of 55. Snap is a little high. Huber's got it. Punt is away. Spiraled it, turns over. Rogers asked for a fair catch, gets decked. The ball is loose, and it has been recovered by the Titans. Finally, a penalty marker comes in. Screen was the man who recovered it. It took forever for them to throw a flag.
Yeah, you're right. That flag was awful delayed in there.
The former Seahawk, Trey Flowers, ran into him after Rodgers had signaled for a fair catch.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team number 33. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Means the Titans will start at their own 40-yard line instead of their own 25-yard line. The offense has run 4 plays, has turned the ball over once, and has gained a yard. We'll see if they can do better here. Cincinnati was the NFL's least penalized team this year, averaging just 37 yards in penalties per game. But an early 15-yarder has given the Titans the ball at their own 40. First and 10. Tennessee trails 3-0. Play fake. Tannehill rolling to the right, looking, throwing. It's Julio Jones in the right flat at the 45, and Jones will be run out of bounds near his first down. Want to see where they spot it. They're going to put it in Cincinnati territory at the 49, gain of 11. Bell with the tackle, and the Titans are going to get on the ball on first down.
Yeah, they're going tempo now, just like you called, Mike.
Cincinnati in a 5-man front. Titans with 3 receivers to the left. Henry going to get a carry on the left side. There he goes. Henry inside the 45 to the 41. Gain of 8. Tackle by Pratt.
Really nice job. They brought a tight end across in motion, in fly motion, blocked the edge, but they came off the ball on the left side really well together.
Tannehill back under center quickly on 2nd down and 2. Cincinnati with 8 in the box. Henry going to get another carry on the right side, and he goes bulling forward to the 38-yard line and has the first down.
Now, that was a really, really strong run then. You're calling 8 in the box very, very correctly. They're jammed in there, and they're also jammed in there. They're on the outside shoulders, and they're knocking everything back in from their defense, Mike.
Henry, 4 carries, 12 yards. Again, 8 in the box as they walk a safety Bell up. Bell, a native of just south of Chattanooga. Henry gets a carry on the right side, runs into his own man, and then Reeder, and is taken down for a loss of a yard back at the 39-yard line. Reeder is a load.
Yeah, Reeder, he absolutely crushed the right side of that offensive line then. I mean, he was like a front-end loader then. He just picked his man up and pushed him right back into Derrick Henry's lap.
Cincinnati 3, Tennessee nothing. 6:28 remaining first quarter. 2nd and 11 at the Bengal 39 for the Titans. Foreman is in there in an eye behind Blasingame. Receiver either side. Again, still 8 in the box. Play fake, Tannehill, deep drop, looking, comes back to his right, throws, got it complete. Blasingame, he turns down the field and drops it. He had it, turned down the field, took his first step, and then dropped the ball.
Yeah, Tannehill hurried that throw a little bit, but still Blasingame has got to catch that football.
Was out in front of him a little bit. He never had it.
No. It hog-tied his hands. He's got to do a better job. That's all on Blasingame there.
On 3rd and 11. Titans put 6 people in a shift. Bengals show blitz on 3rd and 11. Hilliard is on Tannehill's right hip.
They're bringing them. Here they come.
Tannehill firing. A.J. Brown cannot catch it. It bounces off the ground up in the air, and it's incomplete. Bates acted as if he had another interception. He did not. And so on 4th down and 11, looks like the punt team is going to come in. In warm-ups, Bullock, the longest he registered was 52 yards.
Yeah, you got to punt this football. You got to play field position. Your defense is doing a nice job. You got to play field position. That was a wasted opportunity there by the offense because they had that bang 8 that they threw as a side adjust against the blitz. It was just thrown too low.
Kern is in to punt. He's put 18 inside the 20 this year. Titans moving some people around. Now they put Farley in motion. Now he resettles. Now they put Hilliard in motion, and the Titans are going to, in an attempt to draw the Bengals offside, take a delay of game.
Again, to give Kern a little bit more room to be able to bounce that ball inside the 5 or 10 yard line.
They're declining the penalty.
Which is their right to do.
Absolutely. Titans were hoping maybe if they get 5 yards on a penalty, they're in field goal range, or they go on 4th and 6. Instead, they're setting up to punt it again on 4th and 11. Kern takes the snap. Little end-over-ender to Taylor. Taylor asks for the fair catch and makes it. outside his 10 at about the 12. Cruikshank was pressuring him. So the Bengals going back on offense, leading this game 3-0, 5:52 remaining first quarter. Cincinnati 3, Tennessee nothing, 5:52 remaining in the first. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the NFL. This is Titans Radio.
This is your official home for Titans football.
Touchdown, Titans!
WGFX-FM Gallatin, Nashville. 104.5 The Zone.
Joe Burrow, 3 of 5, 33 yards, sacked twice. Starting at his own 12. Titans in a 4-man front. Give Mixon at left guard, tries to bounce outside to the left and finds Landry, who takes him down for no gain.
That was an excellent job. They got an excellent rabbit key, which means a run key on that. You can see the linebacker pointing to they've got a key on them as far as that run that's coming out of that spread formation. Nice job by the defense.
Adaney comes in as an extra pass rusher. Titans show blitz as Burrow empties the backfield. Burrow takes the step, throws quickly on the left side for Chase, beats his man, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40, jumps over a man to the 35 and is taken down from behind on a touchdown-saving tackle by Cunningham.
There's the issue with playing man-to-man against these people. Quick throw. The throw traveled about 4 yards, but you can see how much they gained. That's yards after catch. That's what this football team offensively for the Bengals does.
Chase on the play, good for 57 yards to the Titans 30.
That's why we talked about all week long, talking about what we have to do defensively. Spot tackle, that was a missed spot tackle.
Burrow going under center, puts Mixon deep. 3 receivers to the right, Higgins to the left. Pitch, Mixon, pitch back, Chase coming around left end. Chase is going to cut it back and get 3 yards as Long is there to tackle him. With help from Simmons, it'll be 2nd and 7.
Really nice disciplined play by the right side of the Titans defense then. What they were trying to do, clearly get a soft edge over there to the defensive right side. Disciplined defense then by the Titans.
4 minutes to go first quarter. Bengals 3rd possession. Their 2nd in Tennessee territory. Bunch set of 3 receivers to the right, including Higgins and Boyd with Chase. Burrow with a blitz coming, in trouble. Sack! Autry got him back at the 34. That's $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee from Kroger. Through its Zero Hunger, Zero Waste plan, Kroger is committed to ending hunger in our community.
What a great speed to power rush by Autry. That was textbook. That was really, really nice. They're doing a great job disguising these pressures and then bringing it.
Ball back at the 34-yard line. It's 3rd and 14. Burrow has P. Ryan on his left hip. Now P. Ryan moves into the left slot. Burrow throws quickly, got it to Higgins at the 30, and Higgins gets smacked at the 27. Does not make the first down. Cruikshank is there, as is Brown. And so McPherson and the field goal team going to be called on again.
Just a little stutter rush right there. It looked like that thing might have been deflected just a hair.
Big Jeff, it put it behind him, and so Higgins had to wait for it for just a count. 45-yarder from McPherson. He's made 9 over 50 this year, so this will be no problem distance-wise. Out of the hold of Hubert. Snap, set, kick. Good. 6-0 Cincinnati with 2:11 remaining in the first. So the Titans have thrown an interception on the first play of the game and given up a 57-yard catch and run, and yet they only trail by 6.
Well, and that has to go down too, like a sudden change situation. Sudden change situation, they had flipped field position. Then because of a missed spot tackle, as you said, on a short throw, they give up field position, but they fight and fight to make them kick at and make a field goal. So those two defensive stands, one of them that they had to take because the offense threw an interception, but that one was self-inflicted, but at least they did not let him get in the end zone with a touchdown.
6 plays, 61 yards, 3:41 off the clock. In the November game in 2020, the Bengals were 10 of 15 converting third downs, an embarrassing 67%. So far today, the Bengals are 0 of 3 on third down.
Yeah, and we need to continue that trend because that's going to be very big. But the thing that's helping, Mike, is we're winning first and second down. We're giving them third and chains, and we've got to keep them in that mode all day.
Titans offense in 3 possessions, just 15 yards. Tannehill, 1 of 4 for 11 yards and an interception, and he has been sacked. Slow start for the veteran quarterback.
There's clearly no rhythm at all offensively, either on the ground or through the air.
Here's McPherson. Hits it downfield. Hilliard's going to let it go for a touchback. McPherson had 55 of them on the year. So Tannehill takes his team back out, starting at the 25 for the third time in this game. Foreman is going to be the running back to begin this sequence.
Well, what we've seen out of this Cincinnati defense so far, first and second down, we've seen a very stacked defensive front because they know the DNA of this Titans team. So we're going to have to be able to start. We hit one big play action pass. We've got to be able to start doing some more of that. This is a stacked front again.
2 tight ends to the right, now 1 to the left. Single receiver, Westbrook-Akina. As Blasingame moves into the backfield, Titans in an eye. Tannehill going to give Foreman a crack on the left side. Really nothing, maybe a yard.
When they moved Blasingame back into the fullback position, the 2 defensive tackles for Cincinnati, they shifted their anchor points. They shifted from a 3 technique to the left, 3 technique to the right to get on the outside edge of the guard. That's what stopped that play.
Reeder and Bailey in on the tackle. Again, Reeder has been a problem for the Titans for years when he was with Houston, and today, now that he's with Cincinnati.
As you said, he's a big load.
Second down and 9. Tannehill drops, looks, throws. Julio Jones, 30. Julio Jones, 35. Julio Jones, 39. And a first down as he's tackled by Pratt.
That was a big, strong catch by Julio Jones. That's what you get from Julio Jones and A.J. Brown both. They are contact catchers, and they can also run through tackles. That was a physical run and catch by Julio then.
Gain of 14 on the play. It's first and 10. Izzo and Swaim, the tight ends on the left. Wide receivers to the right, Brown and Jones. 6-man front for the Bengals. Play fake, Tannehill looking, firing deep downfield, going for Brown, and it's just too far. Brown had taken a bit of an inside route and it slowed down just a little bit. He had beaten his man, Awuzie, however.
Well, what Awuzie did, though, Mike, if you watch him at the top of that route on that inside move, he started to try to move a little bit to the outside of A.J., and that's where he got cleared past him.
6-0 Cincinnati, 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Tannehill on 2nd and 10 at his own 40. Goes a quick screen on the right side. Chester Rogers runs into his own man and then picks up a couple before Wilson takes him down.
Yeah, that was a numbers plus wide flash screen, but they were outnumbered over there. It was a 3-on-2 situation.
He ran into Julio Jones, who had his block. And then coming up was Wilson. It'll be 3rd down and officially 7. Hilliard is the back on the left hip of Tannehill. Titans 0 of 2 on 3rd downs. 3 receivers to the left. Bengals are showing a blitz look. Tannehill looking, in trouble, steps out of it, rolls near side, looking downfield, pumps, can run this thing. Tannehill 45, Tannehill to the 47. He's tackled by the hustling Hendrickson on the play. 3 yards short of the first down.
There's pressure that knocked him out of the cylinder. Then you could see what he did with that pressure he took off.
That's the end of the first quarter with your score. Cincinnati 6, Tennessee nothing. In the first quarter, 84-38. And getting ready to punt again, trailing 6-0 here. Derrick Henry, 5 carries in the first quarter for 11 yards. 4th down and 3, Titans at the 47. Setting up in punt formation. Taylor is deep. Bengals appear to be in punt safe right here, fearing a fake. Cox will be the snapper. Snap is good. Punt is away. End over ender. Taylor drifting back, catches it outside the 10 on a fair catch.
Now, last time we were in this same situation, field position wise, we had a nice first down, second down, big explosive play off of a run and catch. We've got to keep them down here and flip this field position.
Burrow has started this game 5 of 7 for 97 yards. Threw a quick screen to Chase that he took for 57 after forcing a Titan to miss a tackle. That's the play to which Coach Mack made reference a second ago. Burrow under center, motions Chase to the right. Going to run that way with Mixon. Dupree gets over there to take him down at about the 16-yard line. Gain of 3, let's call it actually 4. It'll be second down at 6.
They motion to the Titans' left side. They run, that's a true outside zone cutback. That play was designed to cut back all the way to the right from the jump. Nice job by Dupree closing down the line of scrimmage.
Chase wide to the right. Jenkins has got him. 2 receivers to the left, Boyd and Higgins on 2nd and 6. Burrow drops, looks, fires, incomplete, nearly intercepted by Jenkins.
Jack Rabbit read that all the way. The ball was thrown a little bit to the inside, but Jack Rabbit was all over that route combination.
Burrow going to get his team on the ball very quickly without a huddle. Crowd gets loud at Nissan Stadium. Empty backfield for Burrow on 3rd and 6. Titans with 6 defensive backs in the game. Evans gets in the backfield on the right hip of Burrow. There's confusion with the Bengals. 2 on the play clock. Burrow snaps it. In trouble. Sack! Landry!
They're gonna call the clock.
Prior to the snap, Cincinnati takes its first timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So Cincinnati gets a break. Burrow's right knee is hurting after the shot that he took on a play that didn't count. And he'd had some knee problems late in the year. Burrow has already been sacked 3 times and 2 other times that didn't count.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. They are bringing heat on this quarterback, and they've got to continue to do that.
So 14-15 remaining in the first half. The Bengals use their first timeout. They lead 6-0 here. Burrow will work from the shotgun. Pirine steps up thinking there's going to be a blitz. Burrow takes the snap. Pressure coming. Firing downfield. Man is there. It's Higgins making the catch on the left side, beating Fulton out around the 35 and just beyond for a first down.
With max protection, they beat him on a 7 route, deep 7 route, which is a post corner.
Gain of 20 on the play, and that's what Cincinnati can do. They make yards in chunks. Mixon back in the game at running back. Bunch set of 3 receivers tight to the right. Chase now motions left. Now comes back to the right. Toss. Mixon on the right side. He's hemmed in. He is drilled. Autry set it up. Simmons got there, and then cleaning it up was Long.
What a massive, massive defensive play then by the front, because they were trying to run that toss sweep to the left to get away from all the pressure in the middle. They still got crushed.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13. Burrow. 2 receivers either side. Mixon on his right hip. He works from the shotgun. Burrow, delay handoff. Mixon trapped. Gets away from one man. Doesn't get away from Cunningham. No gain.
That was Big Jeff in too, Mike. He crushed that inside cylinder. He was back there, just about took the handoff.
Yeah, Simmons got the lick on him and turned him back in for Autry and Cunningham. The Titans now come with Buster Screen in this particular package. 4 different defensive linemen, Jayon Brown, and 6 defensive backs.
You're going to get max protection here. They're in a 9-ball stack. Now they've moved to 2x2. You're going to get max protection here.
3rd and 13. Burrow swings it out. Usama, the big tight end, to the 35, makes it to the 40 and no further. He is 6 yards short of the first down. Crookshank with a nice tackle on the 260-pounder.
Nice job with pressure on that thing. They're playing zone behind it, and that's where I say if they want to dump it off, you've got to spot tackle them. Again, you win the chain game on 1st and 2nd down, you got a chance to bring heat on this outfit from Cincinnati.
11:43 remaining first half. Cincinnati 6, Tennessee nothing. Huber to punt it to Rodgers. Snap is good. Huber left foots it downfield. Rodgers up to catch it at the 21, beats a man to the 25, tries to turn the corner, gives ground. Penalty marker down as he's taken down at the 26-yard line by the hustling Bailey. When the returner runs sideways, you often see illegal blocks. We'll see if that's the case here.
You're so 100% right, Mike. Either that or holding because they're trying to maintain their leverage.
During the return, holding. Return team, number 81. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down, Tennessee.
Titans will start backed up inside their own 15, trailing 6-0, 11:17 remaining in the half. Titans, after the penalty, begin at their own 16-yard line. They trail 6-0. Titans with 37 yards of total offense. Derrick Henry back in the game, 5 carries for 11 yards to begin.
Little defensive switch of personnel once they saw who was in the huddle for the Titans by the Bengals here.
Lou Anarumo is the defensive coordinator for the Bengals. What do they like to do as a defense?
Well, what he really likes to do, he likes to rush with 4. But what he will do per the game, when you've got a rushing attack like us, he's going to take all of those gaps away from you. And then if he wins 1st and 2nd down, Mike, we've already seen him bring heat.
Henry is the back. Brown and Jones to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Titans moving left to right on your radio dial. Play fake, Tannehill. Looking deep, throwing deep. There's A.J. Brown. He's got it at midfield to the 45, and Bates gets him on the ground before he reaches the 40. Gain of 43 and a first down for the Titans.
That's exactly the way you have to counteract what they're doing. That line of scrimmage is stacked so deep. That was a nice play-action pass, but the cylinder was good. That was a TRC transcontinental all the way.
Moving the ball back to the 43-yard line.
Why?
I don't know, but they did. Swaim in motion to the left. Still a good gain. Henry with a carry on the left side. He is taken down by Kerr, one of the newest Bengals, after he picked up 3 yards to the 40.
Yeah, that was an outside zone immediately on the go. They didn't take very long to snap it. They're going tempo on now again, Mike.
2nd and 7 at the Bengal 40-yard line. Give Henry on the right side. He's got some room. 4 yards down to the 36. Tackle was made by Bates. It'll bring up third down, and here comes Hilliard.
Nice cut by Henry then. That whole middle inside was stacked up. They stunned it down inside defensively. It was stacked up. Nice cut by Henry.
Berkser and Westbrook-Akina also check in. They have been quiet to this point. Brown, 1 catch, 41 yards. Jones, 2 catches, 24 yards. Rogers, 1 for 3. On third down and 3 at the 36. Tannehill in the shotgun. Tannehill looks, throws to Hilliard on the right side. Hilliard has the first down, spinning away from the defender, and he's taken down just inside the 33. Not a big gain, but looks as though he's got it. Let's make sure. They pull it back a wee bit. It is indeed a first down.
That's a big-time play by Hilliard. It may not have gone for very long. That ball was hung up for a long time out there. He had a guy screaming down in his face. Nice play by Hilliard. He spun to get that first down.
Henry back in the game with 8:45 to go in the first half. Titans at the Bengal 33. Give Henry on the hand back to the left. He bounces to the outside of the 30, and Henry will be taken down at the 27-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Wilson with the tackle.
Nice call by you. That's a counter handback. Now what they're trying to do with that counter handback, anytime you're running counter handback, you're giving eye candy to those linebackers behind the line of scrimmage. That worked very well. Another nice cut by Henry.
Second down and 4 at the 27. Henry, 8 carries, 24 yards already. Tannehill goes under center. Henry, 7 yards deep. 2 receivers to the left. Play fake. Tannehill rolling to the right. Rolling, throwing, completing it, and making the catch inside the 15 is Jones. Tackled by Bell as the Titans have entered the Pinnacle scoring zone. Visit TitansBanking.com to learn more about convenient mobile banking from Pinnacle.
What a physical catch by Julio Jones. That was a grown man catch by Julio Jones. Wow.
At the 14, midway point of the second quarter, Titans trail 6-0. Play fake, Tannehill rolling right, throws. A.J. Brown on the right side, steps by a tackler, runs inside the 10, and is pushed out of bounds by Awuzie as he gets down to the 6-yard line.
There you go. Get Julio and A.J. one-on-one on anybody in this league, and I will take my chances with those two guys.
2nd and 2 at the 6. Those are not guys you really want to tackle.
No.
Tannehill. 3 bunch to the right. Now he motions Brown to the left. Tannehill gives Henry on the right side, runs into his own man, keeps going, and pounds forward to the 3-yard line. Reeder finally makes the tackle. Should be enough for a first down.
That should be enough for a first down.
Bengals coming with big people on 1st and goal at the 3. This drive began at the Titans' 16-yard line.
Well, and it's a nice flow of this offense, too. They need to finish the deal.
Tannehill goes in motion to the left. They're going to snap it directly to Henry. King Cat for the Titans. He runs to the left. He turns the corner. He goes in standing up. Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry in the King Cat.
What a great way to end that drive. Derrick Henry with the King Cat. Touchdown. These fans like this, Mike?
It seems that way. Here's Bullock, the former Bengal, for the extra point. Snap, set, kick. They stopped play. See why they stopped play. Their flag's in the end zone. They got to call delay of game on the Titans, or
I think it's substitution on Cincinnati.
Mike Vrabel going to discuss it here, what his options are with the officials, because this it does feel like it's on Cincinnati. Here's Cleet Blakeman.
12-man in formation on the defense. And Tennessee has elected to enforce that penalty from the 2-yard line to the 1 and go for a 2-point try.
Titans on the year on 2-point tries are 2 of 2. Michael Pruitt caught 1 and Derrick Henry ran 1. So in a 6-6 game, the Titans going to try to get 2 points here.
Here we go.
They're putting the ball in the left hash. Blasingame is in there. So good call, Coach.
Here we go.
Tannehill asked the crowd to be quiet. Henry's the back. Titans in an eye. Swain motions right. Give Henry on the right side. They say he didn't make it. They say he did not get there, and so the 2-point try has failed. Henry, running at right guard, was grabbed very quickly on the play by Johnston, coming from the outside, and it spun him to the ground. He looked very close to breaking the plane. Very close. 6-6 your score.
Derrick Henry's 3-yard touchdown run caps off a 9-play, 84-yard drive, 5:10 off the clock. That is your Nissan Drive Summary. Nissan Stadium, home of the Titans. Nissan, official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans.
Henry began 5 carries for 11 yards on that drive, 5 for 19 and the touchdown. Evans is deep, Bullock to kick off. Kick comes downfield. Evans going to let it go for a touchback. And the Bengals will start at the 25-yard line. Joe Burrow, 7 of 10, 123, sacked 3 times already, was sacked 2 other times on plays that have been blown dead. He has been hit.
All right, got 6:07 in a second. We brought it back to even. It's an even game now. Defensively, it's a big series.
Mixon is the back on his left hip. Chase, wide left. Fulton's got him. Higgins motions. Burrow, play action. Under pressure. Hit. Ball tipped in the air. Incomplete. Naquan Jones took him to the ground. Autry tipped it.
Yeah, Danico Autry was back there very, very quickly. They were a little bit discombobulated back there in their backfield with that motion.
Well, this is not a great offensive line, and the Titans are taking advantage of that.
Yo, they need to keep eating them up, too.
Where what pressure right off the bat by Bud Dupree as well. Empty backfield on 2nd and 10. Game tied at 6, 6:03 to go in the half. Burrow firing quickly, completing it outside the 30. Ball comes loose. The Titans have it with Simmons, but it has been blown dead at the 31-yard line, Long with the tackle. Long thought he got it out of there.
Yeah, I'd like to see that again because it was hidden from us where we are.
3rd down and 5. They're trying to find a view of it. Burrow completing the pass to Boyd. He was down. It's a good call.
Okay.
So Boyd makes the catch. It's 3rd and 5. Burrow looking at 6 Titans defensive backs. Tennessee showing blitz. Zach Taylor doesn't like something and comes running in to call a timeout. 2nd timeout for the Bengals, coming with 5:16 remaining in the half. So they only have one left.
So here's the problem. They had a condensed formation, and so what the Titans did, they mugged their linebackers, which means they walked their linebackers up into the two inside gaps. They moved their back to be able to get solid protection, but when you have got a condensed formation, then you've got a long way to throw it coming out of there. That's why he called timeout.
Zach Taylor, just 38 years old, 2-14 in his first year, 4-11-1 in his second year. This season, the AFC North champions for the first time since 2015, and an 11-7 record.
We got a 9-ball stack to the left now. Now they're 2-by-2 again.
Burrow on 3rd and 5. Looks to his left, throws. Usama's got it for the first down. Hooker with the tackle at the 38.
Option route by the big tight end. That's all it was.
Titans getting in some fresh personnel as we go under 5 minutes remaining in the half. Bengals led after one, 6-0. Titans have just scored a touchdown to even it. They went for 2, and Henry came up just short. Under center, Burrow. Going to give Mixon a carry on the left side. He is hit and decked, no gain.
So the defensive front, once they shifted their tight end, they shifted their front, and they knew exactly the play that was coming, did a great job of knockback on the defensive right side.
Dupree going to get a blow as Autry's back in. Adaney comes in to rush the passer. 2nd down and 10. Burrow taking a lot of time in the huddle. Crowd gets loud. 10 on the play clock. Burrow runs him out there quickly. 5 on the play clock. Burrow takes the snap. Looking to his right, throwing, completing it. Higgins makes the catch and is forced out of bounds in Titans territory by Jenkins at the 46-yard line.
They're going tempo. They ran a speed out cut over there. That's Burrow's big arm. That was from hash mark, far hash, to sideline throw.
Burrow huddles the team with 3:36 to go.
I think Zach Taylor slowed him down. He wanted to go tempo here. Zach Taylor's trying to eat clock here.
Sample, the tight end, comes out. Boyd comes in at 1st down and 10 at the Titan 46. Burrow takes the snap, looks to his right, throws short, completing it to Mixon, who will pick up 5 yards and be tackled at the Titan 43-yard line by Byard.
That was the 3rd read out of the progression. Mixon's a heavy back. You can see just when he's tackled, he doesn't go down very easy.
Now getting on the ball with under 3 minutes to go, the Bengals on 2nd and 5. Burrow calling the play at the line. Backs into the shotgun. 12 on the play clock, puts Mixon on his right hip. Burrow taking the snap. Blitz coming. Burrow firing down the middle. Man's there. It's Higgins at the 25, and Higgins will be decked at the 20. Ball fumbled, picked up by Chase, recovering it at the 21-yard line, and he's tackled by Molden. The man with the hit was Hooker. He ripped it out of there, but Chase alertly there to pick it up and save the day, as Fulton actually came in with Hooker holding Higgins, and I think it was actually Fulton who knocked it out.
Yeah, that was a deep dig against the zone defense. He had too much time to throw then.
We've reached the 2-minute warning brought to you by Delta Dental. Delta Dental has Tennessee's best coverage with dental and vision plans. See all those great Titans highlights and smile big. Visit DeltaDentalTN.com to see how we can help you. Cincinnati at the Tennessee 21-yard line. They have 1 timeout remaining. The Titans with all 3. Titans playing 5 defensive backs at this moment. Burrow empties the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Burrow now puts Mixon in the backfield on his left hip. Titans jump into a more conventional defense. Burrow runs up the middle. and is going to be decked at the 20-yard line after gaining 1 yard by Long.
Great trigger by David Long right then, and you're 100% right what the Titans did. They moved back to a zone defense from a press man.
Titans take a timeout after the gain of 1, a minute 52 remaining in the half, game tied at 6.
Now they showed him a press man look, which means everybody's up and you're in man-to-man in the back end. So Burrow was changing to a man-to-man route. Then they morphed out into a too high safety look. That's what caused the problem with him.
Cincinnati has scored 63 points in the last 2 minutes of first halves this season. That's fourth most in the NFL. Burrow with a bunch set of 3 receivers to the right. Now motions Uzomah to fullback. Play fake. Burrow, screen to Uzomah, who is touchdown at the 19 as he fell down. Cunningham with the smart play. Timeout, Tennessee, a minute 47. Tried to go tight end screen, and Uzomah fell down.
Absolutely what happened.
3rd down and 8. The line to make is the 11. P. Ryan is going to check in as the 3rd down back. So Vrabel and the Titans trying to get off the field right here with only a field goal try. In the November 1st game 2020, Bengals got inside the Titans 20, 5 times scored 4 touchdowns. Empty backfield for Burrow. P. Ryan and Chase to the left, bunch set of 3 receivers to the right. Now P. Ryan, the 240-pounder, motions into the backfield. And a Bengal jump.
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
That's Prince.
Now what they did, they put P. Ryan out there to get a man zone read. They got the read, then he brought him back in, and they were trying to change the count. That's what caused Prince to jump.
3rd down and 13. Boyd and also Chase to the right. Wide left is Higgins, along with Uzomah. Burrow feeling some heat, spins to his left, in trouble. Sack! Jeffrey Simmons gets him all the way back outside the 35. Timeout, Tennessee. $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank from Kroger, the official tailgate headquarters of the Tennessee Titans.
Let me tell you how great these 4-man games are. They are devastating. This is an outstanding job by this 4-man rush.
What a big loss that was, too. The Bengals originally had 3rd and 8 at the 19. They lose 5 on the penalty, and then they lose 12 on the sack. And so this is going to be a 54-yarder for McPherson, meaning if he misses, the Titans get the ball at their own 44 with a minute 40 to go in the half.
There you go.
On 4th and 23, McPherson from the left hash. Snap, set, his kick on the way. Good. 10th kick of 50 yards or more this year from the 5th-round draft pick McPherson, and Cincinnati takes a 9-6 lead.
There you go. Well, he knocked it through. He performed.
T. Higgins, 5 catches, 69 yards, and he basically fueled that last drive, an 11-play, 39-yard drive for the Bengals, setting up McPherson for a 54-yard field goal. Bengals 9, Titans 6. A minute 35 left in the half. Hilliard is deep for McPherson's kickoff. If there is any wind, he is kicking into it. It's more out of the west, but kicks are not going as far to the north, which is the way he's kicking right now, at least to the north end zone. So if Hilliard's going to have a chance to run one back, it's here. 9-6 Bengals. Here's McPherson. Kicks it downfield. Hilliard from the goal line to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and to the 26. Wilcox made the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 at that point. Titans no timeouts. And if they realistically want to give Randy Bullock a shot, they must get it inside the 35-yard line of the Bengals.
Yeah, and a lot of the way the Bengals have one timeout left, a lot of the way the Titans play this remaining time here will depend a lot on what happens here first down.
Hilliard is the back on the right hip of Tannehill. Exactly 90 seconds to go in the half. Tannehill dropping, looking, firing. Man fell down. Brown fell down. Owuzie was defending.
Yeah, he's trying to throw a cutout over here to the Titans' right side, and as you said, AJ just fell down coming out of his cut.
This is new turf from the bowl game / game against Miami, and it looks like it's playing pretty well. 2nd down and 10, 1:26 to go. Tannehill looking, pumping, rolling to his left, throwing, and incomplete, intended for Ferkser, defended by Flowers with 1:19 to go.
The problem with that is it stopped the clock.
Sure did.
2 big problems with that. It was incomplete, then it stopped the clock.
Titans have only run 16 seconds off the clock since the made field goal. And now they face 3rd and 10, and we see this young McPherson can make a long one. You got to be careful here. You need a 1st down. Brown motions to the right. Tannehill looking, flushed out, can run this thing. 25, 30, 35, and down a yard short of the 1st down. Bengals now move in to call the timeout on 4th down and 1. Good effort by Tannehill to get 9 yards. And the Bengals used their final timeout. So they're going to get the football back unless the Titans choose to go.
Yeah, well, you see what they're doing now. Let's see what kind of punt return group they put in here.
They pull the ball back to the 34.
That's a bad spot. But
so it's 4th and 2 instead of 4th and 1.
Right.
And Kern is in to punt it to Taylor. Snap is good. Kern's punt away. Spiral. Taylor asks for the fair catch at his own 18-yard line with Cruikshank right in his face with 1:02 to go.
No timeout.
No timeout. As the Bengals get the football back, 62 seconds left in the half. Team has a timeout. 1:02 remaining in the half. Bengals will get the ball to start the second half. They lead 9-6. You know Zach Taylor, their coach. He calls their plays. What do you think he'll do here, Coach Mack?
Well, I think if we give him any type of single high look, he'll get aggressive with it. We play zone, and he might just take it in.
What's the look?
You got too high.
Burrow looks it over. Burrow takes the snap, drops, swings it out, mix it on the left side, mix it to the 20, and run out of bounds by Fulton. Stopping the clock with 56 seconds to go as they will bring the ball back in from the sideline and put it down at the 23. It's gain of 5.
Yeah, that was never going downfield. That was always going to go to the check down. That was just a runoff. Everybody run off and try to get to the out of bounds to stop the clock, which they did.
Boyd and Chase wide to the left. Higgins, who's had a great first half, wide to the right. Burrow, deep drop, fires right side, and it is caught on another nice catch by Higgins, and then he's hit and drops it. Great lick by Jenkins to knock it out of there.
Yeah, Jack Rabbit really triggered really well and knocked it out. That was a nice throw. That's a big-time throw. Wow.
He's got it. He's pulling it into his body, and the veteran Jenkins punches it out with his left hand. 3rd down and 5. Bengals are 2 of 7 on 3rd downs. Incomplete pass, and the Titans will get it back. Burrow looking at a blitz situation. Burrow takes the snap, under pressure, fires right side, caught by Boyd, inbounds. He's got the 1st down at the 32, the 33-yard line. 38 seconds, Bengals rushing to the line. Now 34 seconds and counting. Burrow dropping. Throws short over the middle to Mixon. He's got it at the 40, and Mixon will be tackled at the 44-yard line. Hooker is in on it with Brown. 17 seconds and counting. Burrow under center will clock it with 13 seconds to go. Realistically, for McPherson, they need only about 15 more yards.
Okay.
Titans going to go with more defensive backs. They're going to take Autry, Dupree, and Simmons out and put in DeZubnar up front, and then Jackson and Farley. So they're going to try to make sure and keep them in bounds.
Got to tackle them in bounds.
Landry and DeZubnar are the only 2 men who will rush. Burrow looking, now being chased. Scrambles to his right, being chased. He'll throw it away as Jayon Brown hits him with 4 seconds to go. So by taking so much time, you've now put yourself in a position where it would be very hard for them to gain 15 yards and get a field goal shot in 3 seconds, meaning that a Hail Mary is more likely, and so A.J. Brown has come into the game as the deepest Titan.
You got to back up a little bit more here. There you go. Back up. There we go.
Titans with 4 players deep. Now Dupree is back in to rush the passer. Burrow takes the snap, fires quickly, got it to Usama down the middle, 40, 30. Usama at the 25, but the half ends. Titans get done what they needed to get done as Jackson makes the tackle. At halftime, Bengals 9, Titans 6.
3rd quarter about to begin here at Nissan Stadium. Some of the stats that stand out: Derrick Henry 10 carries, 30 yards, and 1 lone touchdown. Ryan Tannehill 7 of 13, 92 yards, and the interception. A.J. Brown 2 for 49. Julio Jones 3 for 37. But it's this Titans defense with 5 total quarterback sacks of Joe Burrow in the first half. And so the Bengals won the toss. They elected to defer their option to this second half. They'll get the ball here to begin the 3rd quarter. And to call the final 30 minutes of this one in Nashville, the voice of the Titans, Mike Keith, and Coach Dave McGinnis.
What it comes down to is very simple. If the Tennessee Titans want to host the AFC Championship game next Sunday at 2:05 here at Nissan Stadium, they have to win the second half of this football game.
Absolutely. I mean, this is an even game right now, and so what you're saying is 100% true. And the way to start off with being able to get a win in this second half is they're going to have to get this offense stopped of Cincinnati very quickly. Get our offense back out on the field and get some rhythm going.
Titans defense has done a lot of things right, but they still lack a takeaway.
Yeah, I thought we had one on the fumble, but we didn't, so that doesn't matter. But what they need to do is continue to play like they're playing, especially on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. That's what's helping them get pressure on 3rd down.
Here's Bullock to kick off to Evans. Randy hits it downfield. Evans is going to have a chance from the 4 to the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25, and Farley will get him out of bounds outside the 30. Matthias Farley with a nice tackle, but an excellent return by the rookie out of Michigan, Chris Evans, out to the 34-yard line.
That was a very, very short kick. Chris Evans is an instant accelerator with the ball in his hands, and we saw him take advantage of that short kick. That's a 10-yard gain on a touchback.
Joe Burrow threw for 236 yards in the first half. He begins in the shotgun. Burrow under pressure, firing, completing to Mixon. Mixon outside the 40 to the 42. Tackle by Cunningham. It'll be second down and short.
That was just a little dump off. There was a block downfield right before that was thrown. That's one of those plays where you're trying to catch them in zone defense and get your blocker to time up when that check down is thrown. They did a nice job of it then, Mike.
Chase and Boyd to the left. Higgins to the right. Burrow now under center. Long count. Going to give Mixon a try on the right side. Mixon is taken down short of his first down on an excellent tackle by Cunningham. It'll be third down and 1.
Third down and 1. That was a true outside zone. That was really a nice edge that they set there. It's going to be interesting to see what type of call Zach Taylor makes here. He's getting big people in the game. 79 reporting as eligible.
That's Jackson Carman, who is a tackle, and he is a large man at 6'5", 322. Burrow quickly brings his team up. He's in a tight formation on 3rd and 1. Burrow, play fake, looks to throw in the flat, got it complete to Higgins, got room, 50, 40, and he is going to be run out of bounds. They'll say he stepped out at the Titans 42. Excellent call. Fulton saved the touchdown.
Got tight, put a man in motion, and just throw it. That's the way Jerry Rice used to do down there on the 1-yard line. Get him in motion, get somebody chasing him. That was a big call by Zach Taylor.
Should be spotted at the 44, and so they're now going to move it back to that point. It's still a first down as the Bengals leading 9-6 at the Titan 44-yard line. Burrow working under center. Going to give Mixon a carry on the left side, and Mixon has a little bit of room inside the 40. It's a good gain to the 38-yard line. He's tackled at that point by Long. It'll be second down and 4.
Cincinnati switched up the attack point then. They sent motion to the tight side where the tight end was, then ran the outside zone to the open side.
12 and a half minutes to go in the third. If Cincinnati wins, they go to the AFC Championship game for the first time since 1989. Higgins motions to the right. Burrow under center on 2nd and 4. Going to give it to Mixon on the right side. He's got room. Mixon to the 35, to the 30, and down at the Titans' 28-yard line. Simmons making the tackle.
Double motion move, two people over to the Titans' left defensive side. They got him out leveraged on that side and then knocked back. They knocked the defensive front off the ball then on that drive.
Mixon, 6'1", 220, low center of gravity and a lot of power, Coach.
Contact runner, great contact balance. We've seen it this afternoon already.
At the Titans' 28-yard line. Burrow in the shotgun, going to throw it. Under pressure, sacked! 6th time he's been taken down today. That one, Jeffrey Simmons. $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee from Kroger.
Big Jeff just destroyed the inside then. He took the guy blocking him all the way back, just destroyed him, put him on his back, then made the sack. Fabulous play by Big Jeff.
Loss of 7, back to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 17. P. Ryan on the left hip of Burrow. Usama, the tight end, joins Boyd and Higgins on the right. Burrow throws quickly, gets it to Usama, and the big tight end Randall's inside the 25 to the 23. It's going to be third down and 5. Tackled by Fulton finally. And a Titan is down on the play. And so the training staff going to come out and check on him. Usama, 260 pounds. And he is powerful. So 2nd and 17 becomes 3rd down and 5 as there's timeout for the injury. David Long up and to the sidelines. He's been taken into the tent. Amy Wells will give us something hopefully momentarily on David Long's condition, but right now, Cincinnati 9, Tennessee 6, 10:39 to go in the third quarter. Cincinnati at the Tennessee 23. The Bengals face 3rd down and 5. Burrow empties the backfield. Titans defense desperately needs a big play.
Go ahead.
Ryan comes into the backfield on the left hip of Burrow. Ryan in motion to the right. Burrow under pressure, stepping up, going to run for it. He's got the first down, taken down by Brown at the 16-yard line. Joe Burrow, a good athlete, runs for it and gets it.
Yeah, again, you talked about Ryan being out there. They put him out there for a man zone declaration. He got zoned, so he tried. They covered the routes very, very well. The inside was vacant then, which is probably the first time all day that center guard triangle has been vacated by that rush.
The Bengals overcome the sack and take it from 2nd and 17 to now 1st and 10 at the Titans 16. Leading by 3, trying to build on the advantage. Burrow going to run Mixon on the right. He finds room as he bounces it back to the left, to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. The team that had scored the most points in the second half when they got the ball to begin the second half continues their trend here with a 16-yard run by Joe Mixon.
Yeah, that was very poorly played on the backside. They held no leverage on the backside. That thing was a jump cut back all the way. Very poorly played by the Titans on the defensive right backside.
McPherson for the point. Snap, set, McPherson's kick is up, and his kick is good. Cincinnati 16, Tennessee 6, 9:34 remaining in the third. The Titans are gonna need an answer in this AFC Divisional playoff game. After rushing for just 7 yards in the first half, the Bengals flipped the script on their first possession of the second half. They go 9 plays, 65 yards, and take over 5 minutes off the clock as they score a touchdown. 41 of those yards on the ground.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get that stopped as the Titans defense. You've got to put a plug in that real quick.
Titans trail by 10. Hilliard is deep. McPherson to kick off. McPherson drills it. Hilliard's going to let it go. And so here comes Tannehill and company for their first possession of the second half. Tannehill 7 of 13 in the first half, 92 yards, no touchdowns, an interception on the first offensive play of the game. Derrick Henry, 10 rushes, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Tannehill 2 for 12, Foreman 1 for 2. Titans not great on offense in the first half with 129 yards. Titans in an eye, 2 receivers to the right. Give, Henry coming left, gets a block to the 30, and he's down just short of the 35-yard line. Awuzie and Bates combined.
Cutter handback play off of motion. Nice gain.
Titans come with Brewer, Aaron Brewer, an offensive lineman, as an extra tight end reporting eligible on 2nd down and 1.
Cincinnati making the requisite substitutions on defense, too, for that personnel group.
Brewer and Swain tight to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Give on the left side. This is going to be Henry. Not a big gain, but enough for the first down as he picks up 3 yards out to the 37-yard line. Bailey with the tackle.
Got to keep this going. Oil this chain up here offensively and keep it going.
8:38 to go in the third. No reason to panic right now. But you've got to get points to stay with them.
You got to get points.
Four men along the defensive line for the Bengals. Tannehill changing the play at the line. Going to give Henry another try on the left to the 40, and Henry to the 45-yard line where Bell makes the tackle. Gain of 8.
Change that play at the line of scrimmage. Changed it from a tight side play to an open side play.
Henry out, Foreman in on 2nd down and 2.
Tempo, Mike.
Tannehill gets him on the ball. Calling the play at the line. He's got Brown wide to the right, Jones wide to the left. Bengals now with 8 in the box as they run Foreman to the right. Foreman has room to the 50, Foreman to the 45, Foreman to the 40, stays on his feet, 35, 30, 25. Good cut to the 20, to the 15, and he's down at the 10. Hilton saved a touchdown. What a run by Deontay Foreman, who put his hand down at one point to rebalance himself and found a way to get into the pinnacle scoring zone on what was just a fantastic 45-yard run.
Great job. Started an outside zone, cut back over that center guard place where the block was very well. And then, as you so greatly described, it was all him in the open field.
1st and goal at the 10. Titans cannot make a first down. Tannehill, quick throw right side, batted up in the air, intercepted by Hilton. 30, Hilton 40, and he's run down by Tannehill. Mike Hilton, the outstanding nickelback, made an unbelievable defensive play. And there is a penalty marker on the field. Hilton tipped it up in the air to himself.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Cincinnati number 20 for taunting. It's a 15-yard penalty for the end. First down, Cincinnati. And that's number 20's first foul towards a disqualification.
So the Titans with a turnover in the red zone. And now the defense must stiffen. Down by 10. Mike Hilton's fantastic play in the open field, tipping the ball to himself and intercepting it, has given Cincinnati the football with 6:41 to go in the third quarter and a 10-point advantage. Joe Burrow, 20 of 27 for 266 yards. He's been sacked 6 times. Burrow works under center with Mixon behind him. Mixon, who rushed for 1,205 yards this year, has 10 carries for 39 yards. Burrow gives Mixon on the left side. He finds a yard, maybe 2, as the Titans deck him with Cunningham. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's an outside zone, and now, with that turnover, with the score separation here, it's going to be interesting to see what Zach Taylor, the rhythm that he starts to call this offense with now. And what I'm expecting, some more run game.
Higgins wide to the left along with Chase. 3 receivers to the right, including Mixon. Burrow in the gun. Takes the snap. Throws quickly on the left side to Chase, and he will be taken down after picking up 2 yards to the 28. Making the stop there, or leading the charge, I should say, Fulton. It's 3rd down and 6.
Titans kind of tricked him then because they walked the linebacker out initially on the back that was out here. He thought he had man-to-man. Then they switched the linebacker back inside to a mug. He basically threw that route for a man-to-man defense into a zone defense.
Line to make is the 34-yard line. 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Cincinnati 16, Tennessee 6. Burrow, empty backfield. Now he brings Pirine back in, and he will move him in front, thinking the Titans are going to blitz him. They rush 4. Burrow throws quickly. It's caught by Higgins and dropped. He took a pop. He had it at the 35, and Fulton just smoked him.
Yeah, he did, and that's a great adjective for that. He did. He came right out of the back end and knocked that thing loose.
So the defense comes through after the Titans' very emotional turnover. And so here's Chester Rogers deep for Huber's punt. Looked like the Bengals had the first down.
Nice hit by Hooker, too.
Huber takes the snap. His punt is away. Spiral turns over. Rogers catches it and is thrown down immediately inside the 30 by Flowers. Nice tackle by Flowers. So the Titans going to go back on offense. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cincinnati leads Tennessee 16-6. 16-6 with exactly 20 minutes remaining in this AFC divisional playoff game. Cincinnati led 6-0 after one. Titans came back to knot it at 6 on a Derrick Henry run. Went for 2, didn't make it. Cincinnati has scored the last 10. Henry back in the game at tailback. Receiver either side against a 5-man front. Henry gets the handoff going left. Henry across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Hill on the tackle, gain of 4.
A little reverse power O out of a single back set on that play for those 4 yards.
Tannehill, 7 of 14 for 92 yards. Going to give it to Henry again on the left. He's got the 35. He's got the 37. And just beyond, I don't know if he's got the first down, as Shelvin, the rookie from LSU, made the tackle. Very close. He got closer to the 38. It is a first down. Couldn't quite tell from our angle, but he was laying on top of a Bengal and fell a little forward than we initially thought. Henry, 15 carries, 60 yards.
They need to reset this clock here.
Tannehill going to huddle the team with 15 on the play clock.
Mike Vrabel asking for a reset. He clearly didn't get it.
Now 8 on the play clock as Tannehill brings him up. Again against a 5-man front. 8 in the box. Play fake. Tannehill drops deep. Looks. Fires deep down the middle. There's Brown. He's got it at the 25, and he's down at the 23. Apple will be credited with the tackle.
Play action pass, and let me talk about how clean that pocket was. That was beautiful protection. 2-man route, play action pass, deep dagger or dig. What a big play.
A.J. Brown now with 3 catches for 89 yards in this game. They spot him at the 22. 3:09 to go in the third. Titans trying to answer, trailing by 10. Tannehill. Going to give Henry a carry on the left side, 1 yard. Tackle made by Wilson. Second down and 9.
Yeah, Wilson triggered very, very fast from that second level then.
Henry out, Foreman in, Ferkser also in, along with Izzo. Now Hilliard is going to check in.
Somebody got to step out.
That'll be Foreman. On second down and 9. 3 tight ends all to the right. The only wide receiver, Brown, is left. Now a 6-man front as Ferkser motions left, comes back to the right. Tannehill dropping, looking, firing short and behind Brown and incomplete. Titans very fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, that was a shallow drag that was thrown behind Brown. He reached back to try to get it, and as you said, deflected it up in the air. It went vertical in the air. Fortunate that thing hit the ground.
The line to make is the 12. It's third down and 9. Titans just 1 of 5 on third downs. They have not had an answer. Clock stop, 2:17 to go in the third. They break the huddle with only 8 on the play clock. Tannehill moving people around. Mike Vrabel has to use a timeout. Boy, you hate to use a third quarter timeout but the Titans just confused.
Yeah,
First
he needed.
timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
So 16-6 is the score with 2:17 to go in the third. There's a penalty marker on the far side that's going to be picked up, I would assume because of the timeout.
Yeah, the side judge just went over and talked to Zach Taylor about why he picked it up.
So maybe this gives the Titans a chance to come up with a good play for an answer here. They're at the 21-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3rd down and 9. Hilliard is on the left hip of Tannehill. 3 receivers to the right, Brown to the left. Bengals showing blitz. Here they come. Tannehill looking, firing, complete to Hilliard, and he's down to the 15, 3 yards short of the first down. And so the field goal team coming on for the Titans as Pratt makes the stop.
He really didn't have anything downfield. They were playing pretty much at the sticks, and what I say by that is the defenders were standing on the sticks for the line to gain of the first down. There really wasn't anything there.
Randy Bullock to make it a 1-score game. This is a 34-yarder. On 4th down and 4. Snap, set, Bullock's kick is up, and his kick is good. New score with 1:36 to go in the third. Bengals 16, Titans 9. Nissan drive summary, 7 plays, 56 yards, 3:20 off the clock. Nissan is the official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans. So you keep playing the game.
We got to keep playing the game, and defensively here, even though it's 1:36 in the third, we need to get this series stopped. I said that at the start of the third quarter. We weren't very successful doing that, but we need to get this series stopped here because now the offense needs to get their hand on the ball more.
Randy Bullock's kick from 34 yards against the team for whom he played for 5 years. And they decided to let him walk. He initially signed in the offseason with Detroit, but ended up with the Titans, taking over in week 2.
He's still kicking into the wind here. Am I correct, Mike?
You are correct. Remember, Evans had a really good return last time.
Yeah, we need to cover this kick.
Bullock hits it downfield high. Evans going to have a chance from the 7 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30 to the 35 to the 40, and he will be out to the 41-yard line, taken down at that point by Hooker. Poor kick coverage again by the Titans.
Yeah, very poor. That's 2 kick coverages in this quarter that have been very poor. Short kicks, but not very good coverage either.
Carmen is in as an extra tight end to begin this sequence. He is an offensive tackle. And here comes P. Ryan to begin this series as Mixon, I think, is having trouble with his helmet. P. Ryan, the 240-pounder, rushed 10 times for 32 yards against the Titans last year. The power is to the right. From the 40. Burrow. Play fake. A deep drop. He throws in the flat for P. Ryan. It is. I think it's intercepted. Hooker on a deflection. 35-30. And Hooker will be taken down by P. Ryan at about the 27-yard line. It went off of P. Ryan's hands, and Hooker is able to snatch it off the top of the turf.
That's exactly what we needed. Wow, what a play.
What a catch. They're certainly going to review it because it was close. But off of P. Ryan's hands, and Hooker appeared to grab it just before the nose of the ball hit the ground. And the Titans, at least for right now, have a takeaway. He seems to control it.
The previous play is under review.
He seems to control it before it hits the ground. If his hands are around it when it hits the ground, If the ground does not aid the catch, then it is an interception.
You can't explain it any better than you just did.
Well, this came from the 1999 NFL playoffs on what is called the Bert Emanuel play.
Yes.
In the Tampa Bay St. Louis Rams conference final, Bert Emanuel appeared to make a catch, but because the ball contacted the ground, it had to be ruled incomplete. They changed the rule to reflect the fact that if you control the football and it incidentally hits the ground, but the ground does not aid the catch, then it can be a catch. The ruling has got to be, did he have his hands around it before the ball bounced into his hands? It appears as though he did, but it is gosh darn close.
Yeah, I might use some other words, but you use the best ones.
If it stands, the Titans have the football at the 27-yard line of the Bengals with 1:19 to go in the third quarter, trailing by 7. Cincinnati's offense and defense are on the field right now.
Well, this is a big ruling here.
It's a huge ruling because the interpretation is, did Hooker have it? It clearly does hit the ground, but did he have it before it hit the ground? It looks like he did, but it is so close. And again, if you're listening to us and watching, please know it can hit the ground. Just because it hit the ground does not mean it is not a catch. It's the time in which he controlled it before it hit the ground. Did he have it before it hit the ground? If so, it's a pick. If they rule no, it's incomplete.
Well, a lot of eyes in New York looking at this.
Clete Blakeman is your referee.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. The first down, Tennessee.
A takeaway. And Joe Burrow has thrown his first interception since early December.
Great description, Mike. Great description by you for our listeners on Titans Radio. That was big time.
What would be really big time would be a touchdown.
Bigger time.
At the 27. Tannehill with Henry behind him. Gives to the big man. And he is taken down for a loss by Hubbard. Loss of 1 back to the 28.
Hubbard slipped the block out there on the edge. If you're going to run outside zone, you've got to get that money block on the edge. Titans did not do that then.
Second down and 11. Under a minute to go in the third. Henry, 17 carries, 61 yards. Hilliard goes wide to the right, empty backfield.
We got a zone defense here.
Penalty markers down.
False start, offense number 60. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
So now it's 2nd and 16. Moves the ball to the 33-yard line. The line to make is the 17. Tough sledding for the Titans offense tonight. Tannehill dropping, looking, firing downfield, going for the end zone for Brown. Touchdown, Titans! Arthur, 1, Brown!
Yes!
I don't see how he caught it. He was covered. Awuze's there. He grabs it with one hand against his body and gets 2 feet in. That is a money play.
That one-hand catch, he was holding hands with the DB with his right hand, caught the ball with his left, falling into the end zone. Wow.
Here's Bullock for point. Snap. Set. Bullock's kick is up. Good! And just like that, emotion re-enters Nissan Stadium. 16 for Tennessee, 16 for Cincinnati, 15 seconds to go. Third quarter, 2 plays, 27 yards, a minute 4 off the clock. That is your Nissan Drive summary.
Titans are feeding off of this crowd, too. The crowd was staying in this ball game as many times as we were struggling early. The Titans fed off of this crowd. This crowd now is alive. You've got 1 quarter of playoff football left.
Now you got to cover a kick. But it all started with the fact that P. Ryan had to come in on offense because Mixon appeared to have an equipment problem.
Yeah, and you saw that on the sideline, Mike. You very adroitly called that. And look, things happen in playoffs. In the National Football League, that was a thing that just happened.
Bullock to kick off. Hits it downfield. Hits it a little better. Evans from the 1 to the 5 to the 10 to the 15. And he is hit and dropped as he crosses the 20 to the 21-yard line. Blasingame with the tackle.
That's more like kick coverage that you need in the playoffs there.
16 to 16. Let's see if this defense can somehow get something up and going. Crowd standing and cheering. They're loving it. Joe Burrow against a 4-man front. Burrow drops, throws short, got it complete to Usama. He's up to the 27 and driven backwards as the third quarter comes to a close. 15 minutes remaining at Nissan Stadium. Your score, Titans 16, Bengals 16. Cincinnati has 284 yards. The Titans have 283 yards.
Score 16-16, right?
Exactly.
Well, that's about even.
Joe Burrow, 22 of 31, 278 with an interception. Ryan Tannehill, 10 of 18, 170 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. A.J. Brown's the star right now for the Titans. 4 catches for 122. And as good a touchdown catch as you'll ever see.
As I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of them.
Second down and 3. Cincinnati at their own 27-yard line. Burrow works from under center against a 4-man front. Burrow going to give it to Mixon on the right side, trying to turn the corner. He does to the 30, to the 40, and Byard and Hooker will run him out of bounds there. Now we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the NFL. This is Titans Radio.
This is your official home for Titans football.
Touchdown, Titans!
WGFX FM Gallatin, Nashville. 104.5 The Zone.
They missed a false start. That was a false start. They didn't call it.
They didn't. 1st and 10 at the 40. The Bengals in a 16-16 game. Burrow, play fake, rolling to the right, throws in the flat for Chase. He gets away at the 40, the 45, the 40, and out of bounds by Hooker. Titans missed a tackle on Chase that would have stopped him for virtually no gain.
Had 2 defenders there. They both missed him.
They ran into one another. And so now, Cincinnati threatening at the Tennessee 39-yard line with 13:58 remaining in the ball game. Boyd and Chase to the right. Higgins to the left. Burrow. Changing the play at the line. He's moving Boyd to the left. He's telling Mixon something. 1 on the play clock. He snaps it, gives it to Mixon, and Mixon is just crushed. Loses a yard on the play. Cunningham leading the charge.
Cunningham triggered and fired through there like a missile.
Second down. Titans getting some replacements in to rush the passer. Burrow will work from the shotgun. He empties the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Burrow takes the direct snap. Looking, throwing, complete to Chase. And Chase will be driven out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Molden with the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd down, and they're going to put it closer to the 32, so it's 3rd and 3.
Again, just trying to get the ball out of his hands quick, get it to Chase, let Chase make people miss.
12 and a half minutes remaining in this tie game. Burrow, 24 of 33 for 306. Bunch set of 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Burrow takes the snap, looking left, in trouble. He gets away from one man. He's sacked! Bud Dupree gets him all the way back at the 49-yard line.
What a great stand by this defense. Outstanding stand by the defense. Missed a tackle with 2 people on the perimeter. They made up for it. That's huge.
That's a Kroger sack for cash, meaning $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank. Kroger, the official tailgate headquarters of the Titans. They're going to have to stay open extra hours to pay for this tonight. That's 7 sacks.
That's a great call by Shane Bowen. Had a free runner on both sides.
Loss of 16 on the play. Huber to punt. Snap. Punt is away. Rodgers comes up to make the fair catch at the 17. Not a great punt by Huber. 11:18 remaining in this contest. The Titans are 83 yards away from pay dirt in a 16-16 game. 11:18 to go in the game. Titans 16, Bengals 16. Titans begin this drive from their own 17-yard line. Fullback is Blasingame, tailback is Foreman. Against a 6-man front again. Yeah, Foreman on the right side, 20, 25, and down at the 26. That's a gain of 9. Bates with the tackle.
Counter split dive out of I formation. Took off really nice downhill, nice blocks up inside.
Tannehill going to get him on the ball. On 2nd and 1. Calling the play at the line. He motions Swaim to the left.
Go to Oscar!
Tannehill gives Foreman on the left side, 30, Foreman 35, and down at the 36-yard line, tackled by Hubbard. First down for the Titans.
You could hear it from the field mics. Oscar, Oscar. It means opposite call, opposite call. That was called at the line of scrimmage. Great job by Tannehill. Good job by the offense working it.
Deontay Foreman, 4 carries to this point for 66 yards. At the 36. Tannehill staying in an eye. Play fake. Tannehill looks, rolling, throwing downfield. Caught! Brown with another great catch inside the 45 of the Bengals. Touchdown by Awuzie. But again, it's Tannehill finding Arthur won.
Well, great job by A.J. Brown getting away from Awuzie. That's a plaster situation downfield. Nice job by both of those guys working quarterback, receiver.
At the 44-yard line in Bengals territory, A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 142. Tannehill in the gun, has a back on either side. Tannehill drops, throws, complete. Caught by Julio Jones, and he is out of bounds with a gain to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Apple defending.
As you called, he split the backs as a gun red. Red formation, back split, back there, one-on-one on the outside, easy pitch and catch.
9:07 to go, clock counting. Derrick Henry is back in the lineup on second down. Julio Jones, by the way, 4 catches, 43 yards. Tannehill dropping, looking, firing. He's got it complete. Julio Jones with the catch to the 34, right at the marker. He's hit by Pratt. Looks like they're pulling it back just slightly. Is it a first down? I don't think so. Looks like the Titans are about a half yard short.
Yeah, they marked it exactly what you said.
8:20 and counting. Tannehill going to climb in the gun, putting Henry on his right hip. Bengals are stacked in tight. Tannehill keeping, diving, and he will be taken down at the 35, short of the first down.
Cincinnati played that read option all the way then. That was short.
4th down and 1, and the Titans are going with 7:45 to go. They are coming with 3 tight ends. Titans on the year, 15 of 24 on 4th downs. Bengals defense outstanding on 4th downs, allowing just 7 of 18. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. Tannehill gives Henry looking for room. He can't find it. He is going to be driven backwards and loses 2 yards on the play. Titans got no push up front.
0 push up front. They got dominated then up front by the Bengal defense.
7:14 remaining. The ball goes over on downs. It remains Titans 16, Bengals 16. The Titans have 7 quarterback sacks in this game. Jeffrey Simmons with 2. Danico Autry with 1.5. Harold Landry, David Long, and Bud Dupree with 1. And Naquan Jones with half a sack. The defense has to step up again with 7:16 remaining in the game. After a big stop by the Bengals, Cincinnati has the ball at their own 37, 1st down and 10. Burrow with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He works from the shotgun. Burrow looking. Sacked! Harold Landry with help from Kyle Pecco. And it's a Kroger sack for cash. $100 for Second Harvest Food Bank from Kroger, the official tailgate headquarters of the Tennessee Titans.
4-man rush. They collapse that cylinder so fast. We've got to have some more of that.
Loss of 7 on the play. Mixon is on the left side of Burrow. Burrow throws across the middle, got it complete to Higgins. Higgins out across the 40, and is finally taken down by Long at the 42-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5. Crowd is not amused because they think Williams, the left tackle, keeps jumping.
Well, he does. They're right.
.604 remaining in the game. 3rd down. Empty backfield for Burrow. Burrow drops. He looks. He throws short. He's got it to Usama, who's got the first down to midfield, tackled by Cruikshank.
Choice route. Set down right in the zone.
5:34 remaining. Clock counting. Game tied at 16. Ball resting right on the fireball at midfield. What do the Titans have? Do they have a big play left to get the Bengals out of here? Burrow under center, and there's your penalty marker.
False start. Offense number 28. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So 1st and 15. The Bengals, the least penalized team in the league, 6 for 46. The Titans just 2 for 15.
You know, there's some more that they've missed on the Bengals, too, on those false starts. At least 2 of them.
The Titans have set a postseason sack record with 8. But they need more from this defense. Burrow on 1st and 15. Play is stopped. No penalty marker is thrown. This is Don Willard, the side judge, coming in.
The clock is corrected, 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Here we go.
Good to know. Always like it when play is stopped to tell us everything's correct.
Yeah, well, let's get a stop here.
Titans have one takeaway in this game on a hooker interception. They're going to give it to Evans on a delay, and Evans will pick up 4 yards up to the 49-yard line. Tackle is made by Fulton. It's 2nd down and 11. Landry going to come out for just a play. He's angry. He does not want to come out. .430 and counting. Burrow in the shotgun. Burrow drops, looks, throws, got it completed to Mixon to the Titan 48-yard line, and Mixon gets up and slams the ball down. Not sure what happened, if he was hurt or what, Long with the tackle. But he is coming off the field. It's 3rd down and 8. 3:54 remaining. Cincinnati is 7 of 14 on 3rd downs. Burrow with Evans in the backfield. Takes the snap. Pressure coming up the middle. Sack! They get him again! Autry and Simmons just deck him! Our friends at Kroger donate another $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee through its Zero Hunger, Zero Waste plan. Kroger is committed to ending hunger in our communities. Huber to punt with 3:04 to go.
Another sudden change situation that the Titans dominated in.
4th and 19. Rodgers is deep. Huber takes the snap. His punt is away. Spiral that turns over. Rodgers fields it and is taken down at the 16 immediately by Flowers. 2:43 remaining in this game. Titans with 2 timeouts. Bengals with 3.
1-8. You got a possession. Let's go take advantage of it.
Winner of this game goes to the AFC Championship next Sunday, 2:05 Central Time kickoff. Henry is back in the game at running back. 18 carries, 59 yards. Bengals in a 5-man front. Tannehill. Counter hand back. Henry turns the corner and is going to get 3 yards. Awuzie gets him down at the 19.
The counter hand back, he bounced it. He kind of missed with his stiff arm and put himself off balance a little bit.
This could take us to the 2-minute warning if Tannehill wants it to. 2:17 and counting. 20 on the play clock. On 2nd down and 7. Now 2:05 on the game clock. Tannehill lets it run to the 2-minute warning. High drama at Nissan Stadium. Tie game, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Brought to you by Delta Dental. Delta Dental has Tennessee's best coverage with dental and vision plans. See all those great Titans highlights and smile big. Visit deltadentaltn.com to see how we can help you.
Final 2 minutes at Nissan Stadium. Stomachs are in knots as the Titans and the Bengals are knotted at 16. Stats, scores, a full recap of Tennessee and Cincinnati coming up on Titans Radio's Locker Room Report in a few minutes.
Ryan Tannehill, 13 of 21, 199 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. He's in the shotgun on 2nd and 7 at his own 19. Play fake. Tannehill fires down the middle, complete. Julio Jones to the 35 and down.
Yes! All right.
What a throw. Apple makes the tackle, and Jones has another catch.
What a great play-action dig shot.
And Hendrickson is hurt. Their best pass rusher is down back at the 15.
Didn't he have a concussion coming into this game?
He did.
Cincinnati with an injured player inside of 2 minutes. The situation requires Cincinnati to be charged with a team timeout. That will be their first timeout.
So both teams with 2. 1:45 remaining. Game tied at 16. Randy Bullock, 7 game-winning field goals in his career, 3 this year. His longest field goal for the Titans, 51 yards. That was against Kansas City back in October. They would need to get him inside the 35-yard line to have that chance. By the way, Julio Jones, 6 catches, 62 yards. A.J. Brown, 5 for 142.
Nice to have him in there together, isn't it?
It works. Bunch set of 3 receivers to the right. Brown wide left out. Swain motions left. Tannehill under center. Tannehill gives Henry on the left side, no gain. Tackled immediately by Reeder. Clock running with 1:35 to go. Titans going to send Ferkser and Hilliard in.
Reeder's been hard to handle all evening.
1:22 and counting. Tannehill. 2 receivers either side. Tannehill with time. Fires complete. 5-yard gain out to the 40-yard line. Making the catch is Hilliard. And another injured player trying to get off the field is Cam Sample as we're at 50 seconds and counting. 3rd down and 5. Now 40 seconds. Tannehill sees the Bengals ready to blitz. 30 seconds. Takes the snap. Tannehill looking, firing downfield, ball batted up in the air and intercepted. Intercepted at the 47-yard line by the Bengals with 20 seconds to go. Picking it off is Wilson. their team leader in interceptions. He gets it on a deflection. Tannehill was trying to go into traffic to Westbrook-Akina, and Wilson with the tackle. A good tackle by the Titans to get Wilson down. Ferkser got him at the 47. 20 seconds remaining. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Let's see what Burrow's got here. Let's see what the Titans have right here. Tennessee needs another big defensive play. Burrow takes a low snap. Feeling some heat, throws right side for Chase, who's got it. Catching it at the Titans' 34-yard line. Jenkins chases him out of bounds with 15 seconds to go. Now I would imagine you're going to see Mixon.
Absolutely you are.
They move the ball back to the 34. "15 seconds remaining. Burrow takes the snap. Gives Mixon, who gets a yard right in the middle of the field. And Cincinnati will take a timeout with 6 seconds to go.
Please put 9 seconds on the game clock. 9.
So 9 seconds. McPherson has converted field goals in this game of 54, 45, and 38. If they don't gain another yard, this is roughly a 50-yarder. The Titans just praying now for overtime, as an interception with 20 seconds to go has given the Bengals this chance. Titans are going to use a timeout right here to make sure they have the right people on defense.
Right. You have to do that.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
The Titans defense trying to bail out the offense on a day that Ryan Tannehill has thrown 3 interceptions. One on the Titans' first offensive play of the game, and one on a play they hope is not their last. (16-16) the count. 9 seconds remaining. Looking for something, anything right here. Mixon under center. Excuse me. They run to the right, and Burrow slides down at the 34-yard line. He gives ground, but that's the hash that McPherson wants it on.
Yeah, they wanted it on the right hash.
And timeout is called with 3 seconds to go. So this is McPherson, Evan McPherson, the player that they drafted at number 149. And he's coming on for what he hopes is a game winner to send his team to the AFC Championship game next Sunday. It is a 52-yarder. The Titans looking for anything at this moment. McPherson, right hash. Harris to snap it. Snap, set, kick. It's good. McPherson has sent the Cincinnati Bengals to the AFC Championship game, knocking off the Tennessee Titans by a final score of 19-16.